Hey, I'm talking about San Marino. This country has always been interesting to me because how did it not get swallowed up into Italy? How did it even start? What is life? Let's find out. Yee. So it was started by this guy, Marnus. He came from the coast of modern day Croatia, which was a Roman colony at the time. He was a stonemason, and he came to Italy in 299 to help rebuild the walls of Rimini. He was also a Christian, and in Rimini he became a deacon of a church, but the Emperor Diocletian was persecuting Christians at the time, and so Marnus fled to Monte Titano. He built the church and attracted a following, and that following eventually became San Marino. Before I go into this a bit deeper, I have to say that the idea of a country wasn't exactly what it is now. Back then, at least in this area, there were a ton of city-states. There was also the Roman Empire and a ton of other empires. Anyway, like quite a lot of other places in Italy, San Marino had a kind of government like they had in the Roman Republic. There wasn't an emperor or a prince or anything like that, but a senate made up of the heads of all the families. So later the Senate elected not one but two co-presidents for 6-month terms, making sure nobody got too powerful. Over time, most of the other places lost this system and it ended up being ruled by some family, but San Marino kept it. In 1493, San Marino got a few more towns besides San Marino. Over the centuries, a lot of places tried to take over San Marino. Most of them didn't work, but 2 of them did manage to occupy it for a little bit. It was way on top of a craggy mountain, so mostly too much trouble for people to conquer. And the San Marinese got really good at being neutral and staying out of trouble. 200 years later, Napoleon was doing things in Italy, and he came right up to San Marino. He was going to invade them because the bishop who didn't like Napoleon fled to San Marino. However, one of the regents of San Marino basically sweet-talked Napoleon into leaving them alone. He talked about all democracy and freedom stuff, and all that stuff, which was supposedly what Napoleon was all about. In the end, the French actually offered San Marino more land, but they politely declined. They liked being small. Finally, in the mid-19th century, all the little city-states and kingdoms were... I hate my life. All the little city-states and kingdoms were being unified as Italy. One of the big people in this was Giuseppe Garibaldi, who had actually taken refuge in San Marino earlier when he was fighting for unification. As you can see, everyone's basically taking refuge in San Marino. Very ironically, Garibaldi gave San Marino their wish to remain independent, in gratitude for their hospitality earlier on. Wait a second, I gotta go make better segues, so just a second.
San Marino mostly managed to stay neutral and out of the fighting in both world wars. In the first one, they set up a big hospital. In the second one, they took in 100,000 civilian refugees, and the Battle of San Marino happened. Basically, the British bombed San Marino thinking that it was overrun by German forces and was being used to amass stores and ammunition. It wasn't. The death toll was 63. At different points, they had a fascist and a communist government, but all was still with the same Republican government.
I didn't really think of any better segues. Yeah. In the 1930s, a railroad was built from San Marino to Rimini on the coast, which made it get money, which is good. Now San Marino has one of the highest GDP per capita and is a really big tourist destination. I'll still probably never go there. They still have a version of this distinctive kind of government with 2 presidents, one from each major party, elected by a legislature. It is elected by the people. As of this video, the 2 presidents, collectively called Captains Regent, are Enrico Caratoni and Matteo Fiorini. If you go to San Marino, there are lots of people doing things how they used to centuries before, sometimes in old-fashioned clothes. Sometimes it kind of feels like a historical enactment. But it's real, and it's still going.